All right, everyone. Now I want to go ahead and talk about what I recently fell in love doing in 2018, and that is podcast. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get my podcast off the ground, I had so many questions in the head. How do I record? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and other platforms people like to listen to? And especially, how do I even start monetizing my podcast? Believe it or not, the answer to every single one of these questions is quite simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing a podcast. And best of all, it is 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with amazing sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. My experience so far on using Anchor is just simply amazing. I never knew that you can actually do the three most important things for podcasting for free: record, distribute, and most importantly, monetize. And so far, I am freaking loving Anchor at the very moment, ladies and gentlemen. Best decision I've ever made in 2019. So if you have always wanted to start your own podcast while making money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start and join me, the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchors.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Cheers, man. You made this. I don't know if you heard, but I got a new inspirational and motivational podcast just for you as I share my valuable thoughts and rants of entrepreneurship and so much more. This is Limdimas, your host, signing in, and get ready to listen to another amazing episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. Let's get this shit started. Hello there, John Limdimas here, and welcome to another amazing and inspirational episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. Here's another episode where I'll be reimagining one of the older episodes I created last year, and this time, guys, I'll be discussing 9 fucking amazing tips you can utilize to win in life. Since I'll be discussing 9 amazing tips you can use, this episode will probably gonna be a bit longer than my usual episodes, but not to worry, this episode will get you highly engaged. I promise you that. Since the beginning of time, society has always been obsessed with winning, right? And trust me, this is true story, ladies and gents. It's been proven over time. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I never have a problem with winning, but as an entrepreneur, I do have a different perspective about winning, and I'll be glad to tell you guys how I truly feel about winning at the end of this episode. So tune in. What intrigued the fuck out of me is the fact that winning has become this central foundation of society, and this kind of drives me crazy because honestly, is winning really what matters to people these days? I mean, is that important to them? If it is, then I want to know why and how. So yes, I'm just so curious about it, and like I said before, I'll be glad to tell you guys about it. Anyways, if you're wondering how to win all the time in life, then here are 9 fucking amazing tips you can utilize in your life. Let's begin. Well, let's get this new episode rolling out with the first amazing tip you guys can use, and that is to make sure you guys always have some set of specific goals in life. So imagine yourself as a content creator, whether you're a YouTuber, streamer, podcaster, whatever it is you love to do, but you kind of got into this situation where you got stuck on publishing your content someplace else, right? Do you think you'll be able to win it out and simply have engagement on your content? The hell you wouldn't. That's why you gotta have a specific goal in mind when it comes to content creation. You need to know exactly how much engagement you would like to have at the end of the day, weekly, monthly, and even yearly. And I'm talking about like in content creation wise, like you kind of get like a writer's block and so that. And trust me, I get that all the time too, and I somehow overcome that. Point being is, you need to learn how to work towards it rather than working randomly. Another thing is, setting up some specific goals always remind you what task needs to be done on what you love to do. Whether to get ready for a job interview, getting subscribers and likes goals on your YouTube channel or stream platform, whatever it is, you just gotta have one. The next amazing tip I would love to share with you guys is pretty straightforward as well and so fucking simple, yet huge amount of people fail to do this and even comprehend the importance of this. With this, I see so many people out there blaming others for their fucking stupid mistakes, and you know what else drives me crazy? The number of people making fucking excuses all day fucking long. With this kind of mentality alone, I can assure you one thing, that you'll never win in your life. That's it. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Real winners are the ones who are aware of their own mistakes, and they 100% understand that it's their own decision or choices that got to them into this mess in the first place. Most importantly, they do not And I repeat, do not make fucking excuses and whine like a helpless bitch. Instead, they find a solution to their own mistakes and take responsibility for their own action. Alright, the first two tips are seriously fucking amazing and I really love them. Here's another amazing tip you guys should start doing more, and you guys gotta start forming a winner's habit. Strange it may sound, it's very fucking effective, guys. I can promise you that. I know this because of my fellow business colleagues and mentors as well, as they taught me different things about entrepreneurship and business as well. And whether you don't like it or not, that's what you have to fucking to do to fucking win all the time, guys. You have to form what I would call a winner's habit, and we all know that habits are just too difficult to develop. And speaking of habits, I would highly suggest you guys go check out episode 18 where I discuss 7 essential habits everyone should be practicing, and they are relatable to this episode as well. And I'll go ahead and make sure to put the link to that on the YouTube description below. And in order for you to form a winner's habit, you need to start looking on a different perspective. For instance, you gotta start seeing them as challenges for yourself. As an entrepreneur, I always challenge myself daily, seeing what else I can reach and accomplish to the maximum potential I know for sure I have. And I would highly recommend if you guys start doing this as well. For example, if you're an aspiring content creator like me, why not challenge yourself by uploading more videos ahead of time, and even perhaps maybe have some sort of a subscriber or like goal to yourself in a day you release your new video, right? As for me, I always challenge myself every single day by doing more work on my social media networks, by creating more awesome content and so on. And I want to go ahead and share my amazing quotes by Vince Lombardi at the end of this episode because it relates to this third amazing tip. Ladies and gentlemen, this fourth amazing tip that I'm about to share with you guys is something that I have learned through the hard way, and it wasn't great experience at all. Anyways, this amazing tip is something that I truly stick with it no matter how fucked up my life or the situation is. If you ask me, guys, everyone wants to win all the time, and I totally get the amazing feeling of it. Here's the thing you guys need to realize, and I know for a fact some of you guys will have mixed feelings on what I'm about to say, and that is totally fine. I get it. But please hang tight with me for a few minutes, and I'll explain why so. Yes, winning all the time is such a fucking amazing feeling to have, and you feel so accomplished every time. But you need to start realizing that you're not going to win all the time. And I'm not saying that negatively, rather I'm positively saying this. Meaning in life, we are more likely to face some difficult struggles, and that's perfectly normal, guys. That's just part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the most important point I would like to share with you guys when it comes to with this tip. You should never be fucking afraid to fail or lose. Like, not fucking ever. I know this is pretty hard thing to accept because there are tons of people out there who have so much ego to themselves that for them losing or failing is just not an option to them. I honestly believe that having that kind of mentality will set you up for failure for sure. No fucking denying about it, guys. While it may not be an easy task to do so, the first step is to never be afraid to fail or lose. Or you should just go ahead and learn to accept your failures as a huge lesson or asset. You should never let failing to ruin your day, rather than you should always get the best out of it. With that being said, you always want to make sure to use those failures as a lesson that will benefit you the next time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why you should never be afraid to lose or fail. Alright then, let's get on to the fifth amazing tip I want to share with you guys. And this is pretty straightforward like the previous one. And that is, you gotta be ready to learn every single fucking day. No fucking excuses whatsoever. Sometimes I feel like people fully underestimate how powerful this tip is and how much they help them on the long run. So, my fellow entrepreneurs out there, I do have a question for all of you guys. Do you see the value of this tip, ladies and gents? If you do, please, and I mean please, comment down below or do go ahead and tweet us back on our Twitter to start some sort of huge amazing conversation thread, and I wanna know your thoughts about it. Anyways, you need to start learning something new every single fucking day, and I'm not fucking kidding, guys. Literally every single day. It can be from learning how to use the Adobe Photoshop, learning how to code, learning a new language, and the list can go on forever, guys. After all, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to winning like a true boss, having more knowledge is the real fucking power. Now, let me go ahead and get started with the sixth amazing tip I just simply love, and I always do this all the fucking time. And that is never fucking be afraid to take risks. That's right, you heard me loud and fucking clear. Be a fucking risk taker. This fifth tip is pretty much relatable to the third tip I've mentioned earlier, which is never afraid to fail or lose. What surprised me so much is that there are a huge number of people who are just too afraid to take risks in life. I mean, what's the fucking deal? Is it because you fucked up in the past that you are so afraid of trying it again? I mean, so what if you fail or lose? That doesn't mean it's over for you. Hell no. Stop treating your life like as if it's a fucking baseball game, because it's not. I mean, 3 strikes and you're out? Hell fucking no. In my experience of failing and losing all the damn time, makes me actually realize something, and that if you're being too cautious or careful, then I might miss that opportunity that I've been craving for the longest. And worst case scenario, I'll never get that chance again. So please, and I mean please, don't make the same mistakes I did in the past, because I remember that back then I was so naive and clueless on what I was doing, and I pretty much ended up missing out these amazing opportunities that can change the course of my life. Wow. We are almost to the final amazing tip I want to share with you guys, and to almost wrap up this episode. Here's the 7th tip I want to share with you guys, and that is to stay focused no matter fucking what. Another straightforward yet very powerful tip as well, guys. And I see so many people out there getting so fucking distracted and simply wasting their time for ridiculously stupid shit like complaining and making shitty excuses about their own miserable life and their depressing 9 to 5 job. And there's so much to it, guys. The point being is, they simply don't understand how important it is to stay focused on their dreams and goals. Sometimes they gonna deny it, but at the end of the day, they didn't do jack shit. So you guys need to stay focused no matter what's in front of you, no matter what struggle you're going through. You gotta have a clear head, because what really matters at the end of the day are your dreams and goals you're going for. That means don't fucking slack off and wasting your time for ridiculous dumb shit that has fucking nothing to do with your dreams and goals. You know what else? If you're never focused on your dreams and goals in the first place, then guess what? You're not fucking serious on what you're doing at all, and you're setting yourself up for fucking failure for good. And that's something we don't want to happen at all, guys. In short, get your fucking head in the game, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what it is. Fucking simple. Alright, we are one tip away from the last amazing tip I wanted to share with you guys. So make sure to tune in for the next few minutes, because trust me, this last tip is going to help you guys in the long run. Do you guys know the huge difference between winners and losers? While there are different answers to this question, I can tell you right now that in my honest opinion, this is the real fucking difference between them. Ladies and gentlemen, the real huge fucking difference between winners and losers is that they are 100% fully committed to winning. No excuses, no bullshit, no drama, just fully committed to winning. If one thing I learned for sure is that winners know exactly what the fuck they want in life and do whatever it takes to get in there, ladies and gentlemen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 8th amazing tip I just want to share with you. So make sure to stay fucking committed as hell no matter what. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I am so fucking glad that we are now literally on the last amazing tip I've been promising you since the start of this episode. So, who's ready to know the last tip I'm about to share with my fellow hustlers out? If you are, then do not even think about pausing this episode at all or even stop, because I can promise you one thing, that this is probably one of the greatest steps you'll ever hear from an aspiring entrepreneur like me. So let's get on to it then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it all goes down to the most amazing and greatest tip you'll ever hear from any successful individual out there, and that is to work your ass harder than any others that you know. That means not working just 100% harder than the others, but put as much fucking work to it to accomplish your dreams and goals. That's it. With this, I would love to give you guys a great example to this. So here goes. Let's put this on the perspective of having your own YouTube channel or like a live stream platform like Twitch, Mixer, DLive, you name it. If you have a weekly goal of getting at least 50 subscribers every week, then you just don't really want to have that mentality of that, I'm pretty satisfied with that 50 subscribers every week. Hell no. Matter of fact, you should always challenge yourself and work your ass off getting more than 50 subscribers every week on your YouTube channel or live stream platform. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget that the more effort you invest into it, the better the fucking results you will get. And that's not only having your own YouTube channel or live stream platform, it also fucking applies in life. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 9 most amazing tips I've compiled and learned throughout my journey as an entrepreneur. So for me to wrap up this episode, I would love to state some of the following most crucial points of this episode, and to always keep in mind when it comes to winning, and especially what I truly think about winning as an aspiring entrepreneur. So check it out. First of all, for you to truly win all the time in life, you gotta have that mentality of a real winner. So what do I mean by that? Having a winner's mentality is exactly by following these 9 amazing tips I just stated on this episode. Secondly, I realize that everyone wants to win all the time, But let me be fucking clear to you right now, ladies and gentlemen. You are not going to win all the time, because along the way, on your lifetime, you'll come face to face with difficult obstacles that will lead you astray from your dreams and goals. Straight facts. Been there, done that, ladies and gentlemen. Not even fucking lying. I've been through a lot of hell and so much humiliation throughout my life that at the end of the day, I use those experiences as a valuable lesson to be better and especially start winning like a real fucking boss. Also, you guys need to know the most important factor for you to win all the time. A real mixture of real fucking hard work, perseverance, and determination is all it fucking takes to win in life, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I want to briefly discuss what I truly think about winning from the perspective of an entrepreneur. So, this is an episode about how to win more in life with 9 amazing tips I've given so far. Then I'll go ahead and give you guys my very own perspective about winning positive. So, check it out. As I mentioned earlier, I'm very intrigued that many people are so obsessed over winning, and it just makes me wonder why people are so obsessed with winning in the first place. Now, what do I truly think about winning? Well, the shortest way I can say is winning feels fucking great. It really does. I mean, imagine every single time you win all the time, and it just feels so amazing. No problems, no bullshit to worry about, no worries. But you need to remember one thing, and that's not gonna happen all the time, because there's going to be some difficult challenges in your life, and you need to be fully prepared for it. And I know I've said this plenty of times along the way, but it's just because it's really that important. And you know how many people think they can win all the time just because of their own ego, and that's exactly why they always lose or fail very often. Now, I'm not against on winning. Actually, I love to win as well, but not to the point that I'll get obsessed over it, because I know life is not fucking easy. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 9 fucking amazing tips you can use to start winning in life. As usual, I'm very thankful for everyone taking the time to listen to today's episode. I am seriously fucking passionate on what I do on this podcast. I'm just very passionate about entrepreneurship, and especially business-wise as well. You can really tell right now from the tone of my voice on every episode. I know I use a lot of explicit language, but that doesn't matter at all. What matters is you're passionate on what you do. Ladies and gents, I just want you guys to do a quick favor for me, and it will be fucking awesome if you guys can support this aspiring podcast by checking out the official page through the Anchor. And through there, you guys can donate any amount you want, from starting from 99 cents up to $9.99. With this, I can create more amazing and especially inspirational episodes that you guys enjoy every month. Any amount will do, and any donation time that you guys want to will be fucking awesome. And if you find this episode inspiring and motivational, it will be awesome if you guys can drop an honest review on iTunes, or go ahead, leave a voice message if you're listening through the Anchor app as well. Make sure to follow us back on the social media networks. Follow us back on Twitter and Instagram at H Factory Podcast, because that's where I'm currently more active and have more followers in there. But not to worry, guys, I'll be more active on other platforms soon, so make sure to follow us there to know upcoming new episodes and some news as well. And don't forget that this podcast is now on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, every new episode will be uploaded as well on YouTube if you guys prefer to watch it on a video format rather than listening to it. So, if you're listening and watching this episode on YouTube, it will mean a world to me if you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to drop a big fat thumbs up on the video and turn on that notification on for new videos monthly. Did this episode get you inspired and motivated somehow, guys? Go ahead and share this episode to someone you know and spread the word about my podcast. It's just another podcast where I discuss some of my inspirational and motivational rants of entrepreneurship and so much more. And make sure to tune in to this podcast along, because this podcast is getting fucking better every episode. Here's a quick inspirational quote by Vincent Lombardi: "Winning is a habit." Yes, this quote always inspires the hell out of me anytime I feel defeated or having a bad time. Very amazing quote by Vincent Lombardi himself, and I bet some of you guys are very familiar with Vincent Lombardi himself. Other than that, guys, what are some of your thoughts on this episode? Which of these 9 amazing tips do you love the most? Well, you know what? Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to go ahead and put your thoughts in the comments below, whether on social media or perhaps on our YouTube channel, so we can start a discussion there. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Limdimas signing out.